Okay, what's up? Quick update, plus an Icmizer session here. So I know you're probably a little bit upset. I haven't uploaded a video for a month and a half now. It's tough. I do all the editing myself. I don't pay anyone because I don't think YouTube brings me enough money to justify paying someone. So you're gonna get videos when you get them, pretty much. I'm gonna chuck in the payouts here. I've messed something up with loading the hands. I'm going to go through the hands like this. This is all the final table hands. We've got 26 big blinds here, 9 big blinds on the button, 17 small blind, and 14 big blind. This just looks like a shove to me. Okay, so before we look at this, we're looking at this in percentage EV and not dollar EV. You always want to look at percentage EV because that's gonna give you a clearer indicator of what it looks like. But when you compare it to dollar EV, it can be confusing at times because you might be like, oh, I make $16 shoving here, but then you might be playing a $109 hyper, and it completely differs now because different buy-ins. So this is saying shove any two. Looks like it's printing. Let's have a look at what small blind can call with. So we're going to go small blind for a second here. We're going to say cut off all in, calculate, and we can only call nines plus here. So if we're small blinds, we have 17, we're second in chips, or we're equal second in chips. We don't even want to be calling ace king here. This gives you a good idea of just how crazy ICM is, and you should be making more money folding in these spots than calling. King 5, now very similar spot, right? We've increased our stack now. Are we still jamming any 2 here in this spot with an extra player to get behind? I would imagine yes, but who knows? Maybe with one extra player to get through, it's going to drop to like 95% or 90%. It's still any 2 cards. Pretty crazy, right? Still any 2 cards. Now let's adjust this and give button 25 big blind. I'm going to give, button and small blind 25 big blinds. Now we're shoving 85%. So when 2 players, so basically like we get cold and we lose, we're down to 4 big blinds. That's why we can still shove so much. We're still going to be in the tournament. And 4 big blinds is pretty good considering there's a 9, 9, 7, and 17 big blind stack. So one double up, we're back in it, right? So facing a 10 big blind jam here from the button, we have queen deuce offsuit. It's obviously a fold, but we can't pass up on a spot to see what we should be calling with if we think button jams. So ace 3 offsuit we can call, but it's like marginal. 9 suited is also a call here. Yeah, these are spots I would take. Plus 0.1 spots I think would be like my cutoff. Alright, next hand. So this guy jams 7 big blinds, so we got to call 6 more big blinds here. Okay, so he's not going to have any min raises or any traps or 7 big blinds, so we can just calculate Nash. Obviously 10-3 is a fold here, but with us having 17, being second in chips, having to call 6 more big blinds, if we're wrong, we're down to 10. We'll be calling king 8 off plus here. Any 8 is obvious. Any ace, is printing, obviously. King 5 suited plus. Jack 9 suited you can pass up on, up to you, as we're talking about. So you just really want to like visualize. Here would be my tip to remember these spots, because for me personally, like I tend to always forget. I won't run any sims on Icmizer for like a couple weeks, and then I'll just reach a standard final table. It'll be a super standard 3-way spot where I have 10 big blinds, chip leader has 25, and the middling stack has 15, and I'll find myself being, shit, what am I calling with here, right? So you want to understand you want to have a baseline of what it looks like in these spots. If you can remember what it looks like in these particular spots where it's like, okay, second in chips, 3 even stacks, the short stack is 7. This is what it looks like, right? If you can remember this baseline, you can kind of like go from there. You establish that baseline, even take a screenshot, look at it every night before you go to bed, and just really like burn it into your brain. Then you realize next time, okay, I've been in this spot before, I understand this spot. Or even if you have 20 big blinds and he has 5, you have a baseline to be like, okay, if I had 17, he had 7, it was king 8 off plus. So now that I have more, I can call more because it's less risk to me busting, because I'm going to have more if I do lose those chips. I mean, ultimately, you got to continuously run these spots to really just burn it in your head. With him jamming 10, us having 15, we cover him. If we lose, we're down to 5, still in it. Will be the short stack with 2 other stacks, double our stack. I would say this spot for us, I'm guessing like ace 10 off plus, ace 9 suited might be a fold. Very close. I'm going to say pocket 9s, ace 10, and king queen suited. It's 6s, so I don't think we'll be jamming that much. It's ace 7 suited is break even, so it's ace 8 suited and ace 9. We can squeeze an ace 9 here. Let's adjust cutoff's jamming range though. Makes a lot more sense. Maybe like king 5 suited plus. It's ace 8 suited, ace 9. So it's about right. I mean, I'm surprised we're calling 6s, 7s, and 8s here. I thought it was like going to be 9s plus. Let's give us 10 big blinds, all right? So we know if we cover this guy, we can jam, we can rejam here with 6s. Whereas if we have 78,000, let's have a look at that. So with Nash, it's going to be 8s plus. So the fact that we are covered, the fact that we can bust, our range becomes so much tighter. 9-7 offsuit. It's interesting because small blind had 5 big blinds on this, so we comfortably covered small blinds. 9-7 would be a fold, okay. So we're now 3-handed. This is where it's gonna, yeah, I think this is more interesting 3-handed, these spots now. So it's 40 big blinds as a chip leader, 9 big blinds, 11 big blinds. So the two shorties, me and this villain, we're the same stack. So King Deuce suited is a clear call. Wow. I didn't think it would be printing this much, but that's interesting. So something's changed here. So this suit had doubled, so we're now the super shorty with 9 big blinds, 21 and 30. This was the interesting one. So min raise from the button, small blind jams here. Spoiler, I did run the spot already a while ago, and this was, I believe, a clear fold. Did I actually call it though? Okay, good, I didn't. But I want to see what our range is here. We're going to say small blind, 3-bet jams, 14%. It's ace queen plus an ace jack suited and 9s plus. So you're actually going to get the spot quite often when you run a lot of sims. It's going to be 9s plus and ace queen plus, or 9s plus ace jack suited ace queen. You're going to get the spot a lot. But button, let's see what button's calling here. Button calls ace queen and 8s plus. So yeah, very similar spot. Even covering small blinds. Now let's give button 40 big blinds. Right, with 40 big blinds, what changes? We can call wider now because obviously being down to 20 isn't as bad as being down to 10. So instead of 8s plus, we can now call 6s plus and ace 10 plus. That's kind of cool. So now it looks like we have 7. The other shorty has 7. So now the stacks have switched. This bloke had infinite at the start, and now they just completely switch with each other. And we see a jam from the button. We end up calling here, and from what we've seen so far, this is not a call. Let's run it. So ace 5 is a clear fold. It's actually ace 10 plus 6s is okay as well. I ended up calling because I'm a fish. We got to chop with ace 5. Pick up 8's pretty easy jam. I'm curious in seeing what the big stack's calling range is here for 6 more big blinds. The ace, obviously. Every suited king, I think. There's a few things we can do here, actually. Wow, we're actually folding ace deuce offsuit. Ace deuce offsuit is break even. Ace deuce offsuit is break even? Are you freaking kidding me? Button's all in for 7. As the big stack in the big blind, calling 6 more blinds, an ace. An ace deuce offsuit is actually a break even call. It just goes to show how important it is to have these two stacks shallow with each other, because we're going to make so much jamming anyway. We don't need to call these spots. Like, still kind of mind-blowing, especially in a hyper. Small blinds, ace 9 offsuit plus. So I mean, yeah, small blind's really banking on big blind to knock out the button and ladder up. So it's going to be ace 9 and ace 8 suited, and 4s is okay as well. And this is interesting because we have 7 big blinds and the button is all in with 3 big blinds. We have to call, so it's 2.8 big blinds, so we have to call like 1.82 more blinds, which is like nothing. But at the same time, we're going to be down to 4 big blinds if we call them wrong. I can't imagine we ever fold this, but it is a pretty junky hand as well. I don't think we fold anything in this spot for an extra 1.82 big blinds. But I want to see what it looks like if we have 5 big blinds, 4 big blinds. If we're even with him, this could be really interesting. Hero is calling any 2. Now I want to give us the same stack. And we don't call any 2. We call 94%, and 10 high is still a call. So with the shorty now, big blind has 7, we have 4, all in. So we're actually folding ace 4 offsuit, it's making sense. So ace 5 offsuit is a call here for 4, but if we have 7 big blinds with the big blind, the greater chance of us surviving longer. If we have 82,000 here, I bet our range here to call is like, instead of ace 5 offsuit, it turns into like ace 9 suited, ace 10 off. It's 8 suited and ace 10 off. So obviously the shorter we get, the more aces we can push through with now. But when we're even stacks with a short stack, we have to be a lot tighter still. I feel like I may have repeated that like 20 times already, but yeah. Just really want to sink it into both of our brains. This, what do you guys think of this? Shoving 7 big blinds with Queen 7 suited plus. With Queen 7 suited, sorry. Last and chips have 4 big blinds. I remember running the spot. Spoiler, it's a bad jam, but I thought it was like totally fine. I think it was like Queen 10 suited plus or something. So we're jamming 25%, it says. Queen 10 suited plus and King 9. We're going to give small blind 7 now, so we're going to copy our stack into his. Calculate. All in. And we went from jamming 25%, covering the small blind by 3 bigs, to jamming 27% when we are even stacked with the other shorty. So remember that. We push wider when we're an even short stack, and when we're not the short stack, we push tighter. We get lucky, by the way. That's ace jack. So we have 14, small blind has 3. I would imagine, like, I don't even think we're calling ace king here, ace king suited. We're just folding that as well. This is when you're going to have a lot of people that say, play for the win, bro. Play for the win. You have ace king, how can you fold that? That's a nit fold. I'm going to show you what playing for the win looks like. Okay, ace king is a call. Which is pretty surprising. I guess like 3 big blinds, he can still bring it back. I want to give button 1 big blind, see what it looks like now. So small blind, 1 big blind, 16,000. Okay, so there you go. That's the example I was looking for. So ace king becomes a fold now. The fact that button is going to be all in for like the next 3 hands in a row. Yeah, we have basically 3 chances to find the ladder. We're heads up now. Queen 7 offsuit. Check it back. Oh, playing some post flop here. I like a check call here. We have queen high, backdoor spades. He shouldn't be limping too much ace rag here. Nice, Pav. Good so far. He bets the turn. I guess we just give it to him at this point. I mean, he has a lot of double barrels as well. It sucks if we're holding 7 of spades here. We block like 7, 8, 7, 5, 7x of spades, obviously. He can still comfortably value bet every jack as well. Like, this is not a spot where it's like, oh, this is ace-x or air. Because when we check back pre-flop, we have 0 ace-x in our range. Unless we're trapping like aces here. So, yeah, this is a very easy spot for villain to value bet every jack in the deck, or like Jack 9 offsuit plus 3-5 suit. We end up folding for 9. No ICM heads up. It's just chip EV now. So we can barely jam 5-3. We can push 68% off 9 big blinds here. Ace queen, easy call. We, speaking of 5-3, hey, we just saw that hand. That was a 0.03 profitable jam. Gonna limp in the deuce 6 suited here. Seems like an easy bet. A lot of value out there. 5x, 7x we can get value from. Tonight equity versus like 1 overcard. I say 1 overcard just because it's unlikely he has too many 2 overcard spots here. Could also have like 10-9, Jack 10 of course, but yeah, we're gonna bet call the check raise. So we have third pair here. We can bet to deny equity. The SPR is like almost 1, so it's a pretty big pot versus our stack. Yeah, I just feel like, listen, if he's airballing this spot, if he has like Jack 7, okay, we'll give him some equity here, but we're still a strong favorite to win the hand. See what he does in a river. Club comes in, he jams. Sorry, he bets 7 bigs. We jam for 12.6, he folds. So I guess he was just airballing. If the river was like the 3 of spades, I would be calling as well, just because the only hands I'd be worried about is Queen 7, Queen 5. That's about it. I don't think he has too much 8x that takes this line as well. Check raise, check bet. Like, which 8x exactly? I feel like if he had an 80, we'd just jam turn, get it over with, because I don't have a heap of Queen X in my range. Yeah, he's kind of repping like 2 pairs. 8-4, 8-6. That's his only value combos. We can't fold third pair in this spot. So scoop that one. See a fold. Fold there. This guy jams 6.5. We're going to call the 10-9 suited. I think it's pretty easy. Here's 10-4. Let's quickly run this spot and see which hands we can call with. So yeah, we can call 10-9 suited. It's winning a big blind. Nice, mate. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed that $44 hyper 6 max win. We saw a couple bad calls from us. The ace-5 offsuit and the small blind 3-handed when we were even stacked with the other shorty. And jamming the queen 7 suited for 7 big blinds on the bottom when the other shorty had 4 big blinds. That was queen 10 suited plus, by the way. And yeah, I think that was fun. Again, guys, I'm sorry for not uploading. It takes me like 4 to 5 hours at least of just hard editing to produce a highlight for you guys. And like I said, I mean, I'm in a house with 3 other guys. We all stream. We all enjoy talking to each other. We're our own worst enemies in a way, because we enjoy each other's company. So when we're done with the stream, we're done playing poker, we just want to hang out, watch a movie, eat, talk. So it's tough. And my office area is It's in the living room. So we've got the kitchen there, living room. But yeah, like I haven't been uploading because there's distractions in the house. I'm very tired after streaming. I've been putting an insane amount of hours streaming lately as well. If you guys do catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/allimpav, you can see me stream 6 days a week. Until then, this program is Icmizer. I'll leave a link below if you guys want to download it through my affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Gives me a nice little kickback as well. It's $13 a month for the pro version, which involves a synagogue coach here. I've used this before on my YouTube video. I have one other Icmizer video. So all spots, it'll give you questions. This is just chip EV, I believe. So okay, 2.5 big blinds. Oh my goodness, are we actually calling everything here for 2.5? I think we are. Yeah, I think we push everything to 2.5. But if we have 3 big ones, we can find some folds. Nice. So hero ranges any 2 cards. Look, so okay, it's like, all right, so 2.5 big ones. Yeah, we're calling any 2 cards here. What if we're 3 big ones? How do we adjust it? So we hit ICMIs. The blinds are 150k, so we're gonna go. Hero has 450,000. So now all of a sudden we can fold 3 deuce offsuit. 3 big blinds is where it cuts off. 3 big blinds you can almost call any 2 cards. We'll just say any 2, and after that you can start finding some folds. It's a good example of how good Synagogue Coach is, or how good ICMIs as a program as a whole is. Amazing value. I use this program every time I'm studying. And you can also download it for free, and you can use 3 free simulations per day. So you saw me use like 20 in this video, 20 plus, 30 plus. Like once you get the hang of it, it's going to become very addictive. Also, before I end this video, Nick Petrangelo, newest member of the Upswing team, released his winning poker tournaments course a few days ago. The course is valued at $999. If you're already an Upswing Masterclass member, you get the course for a $300 discount. So yeah, again, links will be in the description as well as the pinned comment of this video. I hope you guys like this format. I'm going to upload videos when I can. I move out of this apartment in a few weeks' time into a new place in Auckland. So yeah, hopefully I will return sooner rather than later. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one. Good luck.